Hello. Welcome. I don't know for how long this is going to last. It's almost done before I do my usual intro. Yeah, I didn't even check if I had the. So, welcome, guys. I was doing another live stream for a different channel. Might be the only one here, unless other people come in and pop up, you know. Maybe this live stream isn't going to be. Ah, dang it. My plug seems to have fallen off. I'm going to check. My plug. Yeah, I'm just testing out my stream. So, yeah. Now, I don't even know too much what I want to talk about, but I guess I kind of want to talk about my channel a little bit, but then talk more about Mystery Dungeon. I literally brought my microphone all the way from Vegas because right now I'm on vacation here in Mexico. I'm going to have to do it on a different position because this is just getting uncomfortable. I mean, it's kind of comfortable, but for like streaming, it most likely isn't for me. At least I'm going to do it while sitting down like this. Ah, can't really see anybody's. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. Yeah, Pokemon. Maybe I can talk about my channel also. I'm trying to get myself comfortable here. Yeah, I don't think I can get it out much. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, because I did advertise my live stream here. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's because I'm in my bed of my grandparents' bedroom, but. So, I mean, yeah, maybe talk about Mystery Dungeon comics, I guess. Maybe that's a good start. Or maybe show my channel also. It seems that it says I have two people here. I guess there's another one here. I guess they're gonna start to comment or not, or they're just, just listening, to whatever. So yeah, there isn't too much to talk about because we haven't gotten a single new PMD game since the last time was in like 2017, no, 2015, excuse me. So yeah, it's been a long time since we had a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon comic. Excuse me. See, I'm brain farting right now. I mean, a game, which sucks, man. I can't believe Spike Chunsoft or Game Freak aren't even like with coming with the idea of making a new PMD, which, in my opinion, should be what they should do. Now that I have my screen share on, maybe I can show you some comics you can look up. Maybe I should link them, here. I'm not going to show their comic pages because I don't know if that's going to make them the artists upset. Yeah, maybe I think I should live stream like this. Yeah, maybe I am. Yeah, see, I'm having brain fart right now. So yeah, it's probably the only time I'm gonna be live streaming since I'm on vacation, but I'm gonna be bored at home. Maybe I might start doing more of these if I don't go out. So yeah, I was thinking about drawing something, but I've already been bored. So yeah, I already put everybody on notice that I'm gonna be going live. Maybe people will start to pop on in like 30 minutes. Who knows? I might make this live stream last a little longer. Let me see. Yeah, I see yours here. Your comics here. I'm glad to see you're back, my dude. It's been quite some time. That's a pretty funny name. I really do miss your old. That's why I took a screenshot of your old account since it got hacked. But I already did. I was gonna report on your account just to let them know that your account has been hacked on Discord. Your Discord account got hacked. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put the reason why. Or actually, no, that's just gonna. But man, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. You know. Well, what happened to your YouTube account? It seems that you had a YouTube account, but I think you might have deleted your YouTube account because I know you had a YouTube account. Let me see. Yeah, I should start showing people my my account just so they can see what it looks like. These are all the comics that I have right here. This one, it's called Hell Goes the Hunt. I should start promoting my coworker. He's my ex-coworker because a place where we used to work shut down 1 year, 2.5 years after going in business. They probably couldn't. She couldn't afford to keep the business up. So I've been keeping somewhat of a contact with his younger brother. I think I actually know him in real life. It's about some hellhound. There's some type of they're like zombies, but they're not because they're revived from their old body into like a new body. I didn't know Souls was. Yeah, oh, never mind. I just had to refresh it. I don't know. There's this one. Maybe I can show you what I have for any comics you haven't seen. Maybe I should start leaking all of them. I think I might have to use the bathroom because my stomach is already feeling bad. For those of you who don't know, I don't know. Hold on. Maybe I can use my phone as a reference to show the comments because I'm not going to be able to see anybody's comments here. I'm going to have to use the restroom in a couple of minutes ago. But I will say the remake was a really good remake. It really was an amazing remake. Oh, dang, that sucks. Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why I have the screen on if I'm not going to be. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm just gonna let people know I'm in the restroom. Shoot. Come on. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry that. But all right. I just need to use the bathroom. Yeah. To be honest with you, I've tried OBS, but I really don't like OBS. I actually like StreamYard a lot better. It's literally Google Hangouts live stream version, but so much better. I think that's where it comes from. When you used to be able to live stream your screen through YouTube with the Google Hangouts forum called live stream or whatever, live chat. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of OBS. I'm not going to go back into using OBS. This is pretty simple. I recommend anybody to use StreamYard because it's so much easier. You know what? Oh my goodness. Gonna have to take that chair out and start, and start streaming with the chair because I can't do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. Hold up. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm yeah. All right. So I'll be leaving to the bathroom starting now. All right, I'm back. Dang, I didn't think I would take 5 minutes long. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't know if you're still around. I'm just still gonna call you by your original name. I'm the Jack Man, I guess. I guess people are busy on a Monday. That's why that's why nobody is like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long, but I was kind of shocked to see when it said 6:17 Pacific Standard Time. I'm glad that I like your original name because it reminds me of your old Discord. I was going to take some screenshots of our old conversations we had on our conversations we had with, you know, Discord, the DM, just to keep them like as memories. But since that happened, since, like you said, it really like I was thinking about it, but I was just lazy, or I don't know. I thought it would take some long time if I did. But I do have a drawing that I want to do, but haven't been able to do. It's because I'm out of town. So I'm in Mexico. So, oh my goodness. I don't know why my fan on the computer on my mom's is making that sound. It's going to be really uncomfortable trying to do this video, I guess. It's Arcade. It's a Riolu called Arcade from PMD Echoes of Time. That's its name. See if I can show you. I don't think he really minds. Well, I'm not gonna do it like that, but hold up. Let me see. I don't know if I don't think he's uploaded for quite some time. Let me see. That should be better. I don't know. No, yeah, it's been quite some time since he uploaded. Dang, how time flies. I can't believe it's already the 20th. Like, I'm serious when I say that. That it's the 20th of September. I mean, oh my goodness, brain fart. I mean, May 20th. Yeah, look at that. It also, even Baruki from Devon Art has his comic coming up in like a couple of days. I think May 30th is what he said. He's going to start uploading the comic. I'm really excited. Maybe that's the one I should link for you just to make it easier, I guess. Let me see. It'll be the first comic. Maybe I should help promote this comic, spread the word. I really do like his art style. So, yes, Baruki. He's from Devon Art, Tumblr, Twitter. I know that's not the comic I wanted to show you, but it still matters kind of because that's what this live stream's about. So yeah. Do it for anybody else. Oh yeah, it's called TPMD Gleaming Hearts. That's what the comic's name is. And I think believe it's already approaching its final chapter, I think, because the artist did say he kind of tired of uploading, but it's been like the first comic page he's ever released for that comic was back in 2017. The first time I read that comic was back in 2018. I was 17 years old back then. I'm 23 right now. Yeah, it's like in the early Smack Jeeves days. I don't know if you were there. I don't know how old you are. I guess if anybody was wanting to talk with me on Discord, they could do it right now, joining me on my live stream so you can get to hear me in real time. I mean, I was thinking about inviting people. What I mean by that is like invite to get to talk. Wow, you're a little bit younger than me. Let me see. 19. Yeah, almost 4 years behind me, I guess. And I'm 4 years ahead of you. Dang. You were probably, let me see. You were probably 13 years old back in 2018, somewhere in between that. Yeah, dang. I can't believe it. I think Scout Evie is 28. Because I know I last time I saw he was 27, you know. I stopped watching his content just because I just wasn't really into the 3D animated, style art, like the picture stills. Because I mean, that's what he does. He doesn't really draw. He just uses some blender or whatever to do 3D models, I guess. I guess it's what they call a 3D model artist instead of like 3D animating, but they use like stills, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I'm 23. In like probably 3 more months I'm going to be like 24 already. I can't believe it. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. Hey man, glad I don't know if I know you from Discord, but if you're just around here, we're talking about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon comics. There. Wait a minute. There we go. I put one here. It's called PMD Light. Yeah, I think it's an animation software where you can make 3D models. I maybe thinking about it now, that actually sounds even harder. That sounds way harder than like I mean, yeah, you are right. I did know what you were saying earlier. Sure. I don't mind if you spoil your comic. I mean, either way, artists take some time because it's a fan comic, they take way longer. Unlike having to, well, actually, to be fair, I think people do have to wait for another volume of a comic book or a manga book to come out. Because I do have a manga. It's my first manga. It's from, I think it's Pokemon X and Y. It's a manga, that manga version, not the anime. So yeah. No, someday I might want to make a comic. I think it's like some of the artists where they started just making fan art of their concept comic, but then later years, let me see. Like this one, let me see if I can show a Devon art of his. Yeah, Baruki. He like so years ago he started, so I'm not going to show all of the art cuz I mean, I don't want to piss off some of the artists. So I'm just going to show some snippet of it. So yeah, I've been following his content since I believe last year or back in 2022. And I actually really do like his art. I think the way how he draws the eyes look very funny sometimes. And that's why I follow his. Oh, shoot, never mind. I thought he made that one himself. I guess he commissioned it. So yeah, I think back then those characters, that one, and then these ones. Maybe I should just show the cover. I don't mind that. So shout out to him. I'm saying shout out because I don't want to disrespect the artists. I put all of the artists in the PMD community at a high standard. Like I don't want to get into the wrong nerve, or I forgot the wrong whatever. So yeah, these two characters that are here, those have been in his drawings. I guess he's been preparing to make the comic for some time, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. It is free advertisement because I don't like to show because it's like, because to some people kind of might look at it as stealing. Like if I'm stealing art, I don't want to do that. But I mean, you're right. Maybe I should just show their cover or chapter covers. So yeah, I put the link here. Let me see. Put the highlight here. So yeah, that's the link for the comic. That's why it sucks using mobile because you cannot access the links, unless you're on using the website. And now you have to literally verify your identity, like the old bullshit, verify your driver's license or have to well, you can't really use your number because I mean I wouldn't have mine have used my number, but I'm like, do you literally want me to put a little bit more of my personal information? Either way, Google is evil. I don't mind saying that. YouTube is evil. No, yeah, sure, you're right. Maybe I should just show their cover because I don't want to spoil the people that want to read their current stuff. But yeah, you're right. You know, just want to show what comics I've been following. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about Google or whatever, but yeah, I really hate Google. You Google. I mean, if you were talking about Google, because YouTube is owned by Google. Oh, hey man, what are we doing? We're just talking about PMD comics. Maybe you should also take your opportunity to promote your comic here as well. You can post a link here. Not that I think everybody's gonna want to do that because it's just very few people that are watching it. Eating butter. That's funny. Yeah, we're just chatting about PMD comics. I know Chelsea the Charmander was here last time. Maybe I can maybe I can promote my comic here. Oh, who are you talking about? So yeah, we were talking about actually no. So yes, this is the actual comic cover. It's a pretty awesome cover. I'm just gonna show the cover. So credit to Baruki. Just making sure. So yeah, because he's promoting his comic. I really do respect him as an artist. Not like the biggest respect, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to say the artist that I have the absolute respect. I think it used to be Flavia Elric. I still like her content. I still like her, but I believe my number one artist that I respect is Shy Flames. And for those of you who do not know who Shy Flames is, I'm going to try to find his Evergreen Warriors. I can see your guys' comic right then now. Evergreen. Evergreen. Maybe if I put okay, there we go. Finally, the search is correct. It's finally giving me. So yes, I'm gonna try not to show. So yeah, I don't know if some of you might know this comic. But I'm gonna show you the. I don't know if it does. Okay, there we go. Finally. So this is the first cover. I don't know if they have the old one. I mean him. I'm not gonna say they them because I know a lot of people. I love to say they them. I mean to be fair, I understand if you're doing it to not misgender somebody, but I always tell people I am a he, him. I am straight. So yes, by Shy Flames. He's been on our server from since like last year, I believe. I invited him to my server, and I think I am the reason why I was able to get the collab comic sequence or the chapter collab for PMD A New Dawn, the artist, the Victory Man something 449, I think. With him, he has a collab. Victory Man is making the comic collab, to be honest with you. I really do respect Shy Flames a lot. He is like my number one favorite artist in the PMD community. And I swear when I say that, I can't see your comments yet. Yeah, sure. Oh, so you're the one who did that. Still, I mean, I guess you should get the credit if you're telling the truth, because people really do lie. So rank Pokemon Mystery Dungeon comics. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. You guys were like, so yeah, I'm reading through the comments here. Yeah, I would love to just cut the screen sharing on, but I'm trying to help promote some comics here. If we're gonna have to say what is my favorite comment, I know I would say Evergreen Warriors, because if we're talking about all time, because Evergreen for me came in later, like in like October of 2022. All right, I think it's my Discord here. I'm gonna use my phone. Seems that I had 4 people here. Yeah, I have 4 people. No, I have 3 people. Oh yeah, sorry. I was looking at a Discord post, and seems that the other person can't join us. Just gonna tell him that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say Gleaming Hearts. I don't mind showing their comic because I did get permission to use their video. I mean, to use their comic for a video. I don't mind showing it. Well, some of their comic pages. Let me see. I should put Gleaming Hearts here. You know what? I think I'm gonna put my YouTube here just so I can see the comment. Shut up. I don't want to see any notifications here. Shit. It's not gonna. Don't. S tier, in my opinion. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully that helps. I mean, we're just a small group. My goal for my Discord is to reach as many people, not like crazy amount of people. I think my goal would be 100. And then maybe I might want to cap it, because having so many people on the server, it sounds kind of stressful. But who knows? Maybe I might just make it unlimited amounts. But I do want more people to come to my server. Yeah, on my page. Or I don't know. Oh no, I have to do that again. Or no, never mind. Oh yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I know. You're talking about this one. Oh yeah, I know you've been telling me about that. I'm still a little bit thinking about it, but I might as well just I mean, I would say it here. I mean, if anybody wants to I was going to tell it to you on a DM here. I'll probably say it to you again. I'll repeat it. If any of you want to become my Discord mod, you really, really have to promise me that you're not going to ruin my server. If it's something that is not with my values, I'm probably going to give you a timeout. And if you do it again, well, actually, no. The first step, if you are a mod, you would lose your mod status. So if you're a mod, that would be different, because you're not going to get a warning. You'll just get a warning slash demoted. So I don't know. So I'm mixing my words, you know. Are you talking about your comic? You gotta be kidding me. No, 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 no. That's. Or wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, yeah, it's not you. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I want any mods right now, but I'll just say it here. I'll repeat it again. I want you guys to follow the rules on my Discord, like we've been doing ever since I started my server. I want you guys to follow my rules on the server. I'm not that strict. I know it seems like I have 8 rules and I make like a big deal, but my rules aren't that strict. There are, when it comes to the comment section as well, on Comic Fury or on DeviantArt. Also, there's some artists are really strict about people doing typos, aka corrections. When they have misspelling words on their comics, on their bubble speeches, they have like they have a rule where they say you cannot do a typo, because if you do, you're gonna get banned, or something like that. Yeah, I can't blame you. I personally, I really do not like Discord. I really dislike these social media companies. I don't care if this sounds political or not, but I really don't like the rules that they have. It's like they're against like free speech, and they would love to and it doesn't have to do with speech, even if it's offensive. It can be anything else that has nothing to do with politics. They would like shadow ban you because you said the wrong thing, and boom, they just deactivate you or just terminate your account. That's like the worst feeling ever. No, I don't really watch Death Battle. I don't really know what that is, or I don't remember. Yeah, the audio does kind of cut off. Maybe it's the internet that does it, but I do have it on 720p, which used to be good quality back then in the 2000s. HD, actually 720p used to be like a rare quality if you could afford to buy a 720p TV, which I think we did, because we did buy a 720p TV screen. Like the old HD screens were like gray slash white. That's what the old screens used to look like. So yeah, I think I have Gleaming Hearts. I'm gonna put Gleaming Hearts here. Let me see. There we go. There's another one. Maybe that's a new PMD comic. I don't know. Maybe I should put it in my. Or actually, no. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I maybe. Oh shoot. When was the last time? Oh no. That was probably the last update. But I'm still gonna check it out either way. Gonna put it here. It's just so I don't have to put a heart here. That's a lot easier for me. Yeah. They charge you money to get exclusive. I'm glad that you're still calling it Twitter, because I am not going to call it X. I don't give a fuck. I think Elon Musk did a stupid thing by calling it X. I mean, was he supposed to do that to like name after his child or whatever? Because I know his child is called X or something like that. Such a stupid name, in my opinion. Just calling something X is like really bland. Okay, now I really do want to sit down on my bed. Maybe I should just take my socks off, since I'm not going to go out anywhere. It's just so I can put my feet here. So I'm just going to. Hold up. Just give me a moment. I'm going to adjust myself to the bed. Yeah, nobody calls it X. I know, right? I don't even I mean some people, maybe people on YouTube call it X, maybe just to sound professional, I guess, just to call it by its real current name cuz its real current name is X. I mean Twitter, the name Twitter changed beginning last year. So yeah. No. I really can't believe you. Are you serious? I mean, to use it, there's no way I believe. If you're talking about charge, you're talking about creating an account. Because I really don't believe you if you're saying that they're going to charge you to use it. I don't believe you in that area. It's kind of difficult. I know it's about PMD comics. It's not just PMD comics. Maybe I should have put slash other stuff. That's what I should have said. I'm not going to change the title of the name. But we are. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to show the comic here. But I do like the icon on it. I do love the mudkip. I really do want to get back into gaming. I mean gaming Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because I've been doing like racing games like crazy. And I mean it when I say that. I've been playing you have no idea how many times I've been playing racing games. I've played a lot of them beginning, I believe, December, I think. But I do want to get back into using my Nintendo Switch. I mean, I think the Nintendo Switch is reaching its prime, like it's just dying. No, I think you might. You know what? I'm going to have to check that out right now. Are you talking about using it on your phone or using it on the computer as well? So hold up. Hold up. I'm not, hold, give me a moment here. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a moment. I'm almost done. I'm gonna have to turn the light on because this. Hold up. There we go. I put my light on. You you might still hear me. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hearts fire. I wonder who's this. Oh, what the? Wait a minute. Oh, that's a. Oh, I think I stopped reading it because it's drawn. I mean, not that I mind if it's drawn physically, but if it's I normally don't really read comics that are drawn in paper unless they use a scanner because I mean, as long as if they don't use a scanner, but but they show it at a good, you know, scale, then I probably would read it. Wow. Oh. I will say this, you know. Oh man, I didn't see you. Well, goodbye. It was nice having you around. I can't believe it's already 48 minutes into this live stream. That's crazy. That's as long as we lasted, you know. Can you guys believe it? So see you then. Yeah, I think there's a fan game called Explorers of Hell. I don't really like to read fan comics, to be honest with you. Maybe I should start putting music on. I mean, you could be right. Sorry about that. No, that's oh yeah, that was from last year. I do remember that one. Yeah, I might as well just put this one on my here. But I do try to read new comics when I possibly can. I think somebody might be talking to me on Discord also. So yeah, sorry about that. I've been silent. Sorry, it's because I'm reading, the comic. So I'm just gonna show. I don't know if there's a cover for this. I hope there is, but I don't think there is. So yeah, this is how the. It's crazy to think how the art style has changed. I don't think the artist. If we're talking about Fitchill right here, he does not. Oh, why is it not showing that I'm registered on Comic Fury? Yeah, let's see. Maybe it does. Okay, good. So yeah, I don't even think they have the cover because back then he did have a cover for the comic when it was on Smack Jeeves. I really do miss the old Smack Jeeves cover when it was on portrait mode. Or I believe portrait mode is when you have your phone in its original true position. But yes. So yeah, original upload is back in 2017 actually. It sucks, It sucks to see Smack Jeeves just kill themselves by doing that. I mean, I guess you're right, but how old were you when Comic Fury, Smack Jeeves was around? Because I was 17 by the time I started using Smack Jeeves. So maybe I'll give a story into why I started getting into the PMD world, aka the PMD community, for anybody that doesn't know. So it all started back in like January of 2018. And I don't mind telling this to people. I don't care if I sound like an outlaw saying this, but I never really owned a physical copy of a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. I really have no shame in saying that online. I've never played it on the original DS. And this year is actually the first time I've ever played the physical version of Explorers of Sky. And I think it used to be cheaper back then. I think it was 30 bucks, 37 bucks or something. Yeah. I don't know, if I had a video on Smack Jeeves, maybe I would show you. Actually, hold up. I think it's back on Wayback Archive, because I do have it on my Wayback Archive. It's crazy to think that people are still commenting on the comic, even though this page was uploaded in 2019. Because normally people just read the comic fast, unless they thought a scene of a comic that was already posted years ago, unless they thought it was awesome, I guess. So this was uploaded back in 2019. And that's when people started commenting on the very first page. So yeah, it's pretty fun to get back into old comments. The last comic was 4th of September 2023. Sorry if I sound like this. I'm tired. I'm always tired. It's because I'm bored. I'm always bored. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got both of the versions. I have both of them too. I've got the original Blue Rescue Team one back in 2018. I believe, so when it comes to my first physical copy, oh yeah, I think Victory Fire was one of my first comics, my first PMD comic. It really is. It's sad to see Victory Fire just die back in 2019, and they've been keeping it a secret to why they haven't been uploading for some time. And it seems that they might just do a fan version of it in a form of a continuation reboot. That's what I've heard, but I haven't been keeping up to date. I actually sometimes feel bad when I don't comment on people's Discord servers. And I don't mean to do that. It's because I'm trying to focus on my server, the server that I created. But yeah, so getting back into what I was saying, a reason why what was the comic? All right, there we go. I'm just going to use that format. Yeah, wow, that's pretty cool to see that. I believe okay, so Victory Fire, actually no, let's get started to how this all happened. So this is story time here. Maybe I should make a segment into how I got into the PMD community. So starting back in January of 2018, like I said about what I used, I had an old Dell computer that I got in 2014. So I actually known about Mystery Dungeon once I started watching Pokemon anime content because that's the only thing I cared about back then in 2015. So I came across one of their anime shorts. So let's actually start back in 2015. I mean, I've actually seen some of the gameplay footage of Explorers of Sky or Time or Darkness. I mean, I understand why people call it Sky because that's the version people like the most. It's the most popular version out of all of the other PMD comics. Wait, so are you saying there's a wait a minute, hold up. Sorry if I'm interrupting story, but are you wait, is there a comic, I mean a game, a mod game called Victory Fire? Because if so, that must be awesome. I didn't even know it was a ROM hack. You're talking about a PMD ROM hack. Don't compare that to a real original Pokemon ROM hack. But that's cool, man. I don't think my inspirations into becoming an artist became later. So I'm going to get to that also. I don't want to bore anybody with my story time. So yeah. Like I said, I was playing through the gameplay, So back then in 20, I'm jumping. I really need to stop doing that. Maybe it's an OCD thing, but hold up. Okay, so yes, I've seen their animes back in 2015. They're short animes, which I wish they did become a series. I hate the fact that, I mean, I will say the first one, which is the Team Go Getters one, was good, but that one was the voice acting for the English dub, in my opinion, was just kind of cringe. Because the voice acting was, because, it really sucks to see them not make a full anime out of it. Oh, hey! Oh, my goodness! I did not expect you to be here. So, oh my goodness. I did not expect for you to be here. It's so good to see you, NG64. I'm just going to call you by the short name. I'm so glad to see you. I didn't expect to see another awesome PMD content creator here. So you kind of jumped in when I was talking about my story with getting into PMD. Like I've said about, I was making a comment about the animes. But I will say, Gates to Infinity's ones were way shorter. At least the other ones were a one episode, excluding Team Go Get. Well, no, Beyond Time and Darkness slash Sky. I forgot the name for that anime. Because I believe the final one was like a promo for Explorers of Sky, which I was spoiled, To be honest with you, I did spoil myself with that one a little bit. But I will say I did a pretty good job not thinking about it once I started, making the comic. Well, actually started like, fuck. I keep on getting brain farts. So yeah, see, I need to think correctly. Hold up. Whew, I need to take a deep breath. It's because I'm getting way too OCD-ish with this. So hold up. Okay, so what I was saying, was with the, like I've said, I actually have seen some gameplay footage of it. Wow. Yeah, you were probably 7 around 2013. But yeah, my friend, that's literally the only game my friend ever beat. He could never beat all of the other PMD games. It was literally too hard for him. He literally could not beat those games, excluding Gates to Infinity. But I didn't find Gates to Infinity to be that difficult, in my opinion, or that easy. Guess it was kind of hard and easy. But I'm gonna get into Gates to Infinity as well. I'll also be talking about what I think about the games as well, because this is about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, not just the comics. So I'm kind of done promoting the comics, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, yeah, you were a little bit late to the game, but that's not bad. 3 years, 2 years later isn't too bad because we still had Super Mystery Dungeon there. So, like what I was saying, I keep on jumping over and over, maybe because you guys are commenting. Not that I'm telling you to stop commenting. I want you guys to keep on commenting. But yeah, like I've said, 2015 was, I believe, the stop when I stopped watching Pokemon content. I believe October of 2015 was when I stopped watching the anime because it pissed me off knowing, that humans don't really, like, humans in the Pokemon world are like spoiled brats. Like they don't really do anything for much for themselves, but have their Pokemon do everything with them. That's what I really disliked about Pokemon. So that's why I stopped watching Pokemon. And I started getting into the Pokemon back in 2017, but that's not what I'm really talking about. So let's jump back into 2018. Like I've said, January of 2022 or 2018. Oh my gosh, this is this is ridiculous. I mean, 2018. 2008. See, I'm having brain fart. 2018. 2018. So yes, I was playing a ROM, well, the emulated copy of Explorers of Sky. So I was listening into like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Nobody told me to like get back, get into like playing it. I was just curious for myself because I was actually 2017 was when I actually started watching Black Wraith Bow. I should also be promoting PMD content creators as well because Black Wraith Bow, in my opinion, slash Kingdom 25. He's another one that started last year, I believe. He he's another one, but Black Wraith Boy was actually the first, just getting to know about the mystery dungeon. So I kind of learned about it a little bit through his content. So when I was learning about the spin-off games, because I did see some of the clips for like Super Mystery Dungeon back in 2017. Oh, is it because of the country you were living in or because you didn't think about getting it? So yeah, like I've said a little earlier, I was playing the game. So I that's when I started playing it on my old Dell computer, the laptop. So when I was playing it, I was really amazed. I was amazed about talking Pokemon. I was like, holy shoot, this is awesome. Because I knew I was going to get into something amazing. So just playing the game. I mean, I spoiled myself with the gameplay of it, the cutscene, for the final goodbye for the. So I mean, I knew about that part because I spoiled myself with the original games, the first games, Red and Blue Rescue Team also. So I didn't know too much. Yeah, poverty is. Oh yeah, poverty is crazy, man. So yeah, I was playing the game and I believe when I was done, when I got into the final part, that really was the best part. That was like some really good story making. I'm not going to get into the gameplay or spoil it for everybody here, everything, because that's not really, I mean, that's what it's about, but okay. So, yes, when I was done with the gameplay, back in 2018, I was thinking, I want something more. So that's when I was like looking into like PMD fan art. And I believe on Google searches, I believe Pokemon Mystery Dungeon RAD. I don't know if it was, I think it might have been Victory Fire. I think that might have been my first PMD comic. So that's when the rabbit hole started. Literally playing Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky literally changed my life. Not like it changed my life completely, like living a happy life or whatever. But that was literally the only time that I ever truly loved playing a video game. I love playing Mario games, but playing and Pokemon games, but playing, Explorers of Sky, literally, I have never shed a tear playing a video game. I mean, it's not like I cried, fully, but I was like, holy shoot. It was so emotional just watching the farewell because the game does a very good job with making you connect to your partner, literally living your memories with your partner, all the good times you had on your adventures. That's literally what this they do best. I mean, I know other games do a good job, but in my opinion, Mystery Dungeon has got to be one of the best video games of all time. I am like a super fan for life. Thanks to Explorers of Sky. I promise you, if Explorers of Sky was never created, I would have never ever have met any of you. So let's get back. So I was reading through Victory Fire. I didn't have a Smack Jeeves account back then. And then that's also when I started reading a couple of more comics. I believe Tales of Elysium is another comic I started reading also, but I didn't read all of it because I didn't want to read the entire comic. Once I stopped, reading the entire comic of Victory Fire at that time, I think I did read almost the entire comics. There was also, so I will say, okay. So I was reading, PMD RAD, which is supposed to be heavily inspired from Gates to Infinity, but also some of the aspect of Explorers, of Sky or Time or Darkness. I'm not just going to say Sky. It depends, I don't think it really does ruin the atmosphere. I think, it depends on how you execute it. I actually would prefer, once I do actually start to make a comic, if I ever do, I do want to make my comic in future, like in present times, not like the old school days, like what is shown in the first like games, or the first, actually, no, in the entire games in general, because they're supposed to like take time in like some ancient times, I guess. Yeah. So, like I've said, I think RAD, those were like my first three comics. And I believe Explorers of Heart was another one that I did read also. So, yeah, that's when I started getting crazy into it, starting March, I believe. That's when I started like reading like web comics. And I believe that was a time when I didn't have my own DeviantArt account, or I did have a DeviantArt account, but I wasn't really interested in like using it much back in 2018 because the only thing I cared about was reading comics. So that's when the whole rabbit hole begun, and I believe that's when I started to read as many PMD comics as much as I could. And that's when I started, sorry, I was reading a comic. So yeah, that's when I started, talking with, and commenting on their replies. That's pretty much why everybody says that I'm everywhere. That's where it all started with me just commenting on almost every single comic page because I know not everybody can do that, to comment on every single comic page on an artist, comic. So that's when yeah, I can tell. I can tell. It's not bad. I mean, if that's supposed to be a kind of a sad emoji, I don't really think that's really that bad. Because, I mean, reading like, I mean, if it's being inspired by something else, So I'm going to get back into what I was saying with you a little later on. So I'm going to keep your comment on check because I keep interrupting myself. So, like I've said, so that's how it all started with me, just, throughout the years. And then 2019 was actually December or November of 2019 was a really bad time for the PMD community that was on Smack Jeeps. Because to be honest with you, I'm going to say this story as well, because this is still the story also. So, back in November of 2019 or December, Smack Jeeps did an update, which would heavily restrict on the fronts, on what the artist wanted to do. At least for the artists that did want to do their own comic pages with their art, with their art style, like if it was their own website. You're right. So yeah, back then, it was a really bad time, I was a little bit sad because I was excited at first because I was really excited that they were going to finally make an app, So I was really, really excited. But that's when I started reading the comments and people's complained about, people were upset, were like, why did you do it, Smack Jeeves? No, please don't do it, Smack Jeeves. Please don't make the update. You're gonna make the update, the website look even worse than what it looks. So yeah, we're talking about Comic Fury. not the Smack Jeeves era. So that's when people started telling you to go to Comic Fury. People are like, it started this whole refugee or this immigration of PMD artists from Smack Jeeves into Comic Fury. That's when I got pretty pissed off with the whole debacle and negativity that I just deleted my Smack Jeeves account. I still have an archive of it, a website archive of it in a link on my YouTube channel. I believe it's called archive.com, and it says Smack Jeeves in my original account. Yeah, the Lord does go deep, you know. Back then, 2019, I was there. The artists were pretty upset, you know, when that happened. And I personally believe so. Once I did start to go into. I made an account on Comic Fury. I started making comments there, comments, not comics. So I started to like follow the artists that did move there. But that's when I also, all right, all right then, Meowth or Buttermanish. See you then if you gotta go. I'm gonna stop this live stream once I'm done with my story. So I'm really losing my mind is pretty much becoming numbed down out of this talking. So yeah, it's good to see you then. I hope to see you on Discord or maybe on my next live stream if I ever do. So yeah, like I've said, you know, it was a really rough time. I've said this so many times. So, and once when I got back into Smack Jeeves to see the new update, that's when I really that's when I really started to understand why people were pretty upset. When I saw the website, it looked pretty soulless. It looked modern, but it was very, very soulless. There was really nothing to look forward to. Like, I'm serious when I say that. Like, it looked really bad. It was like the worst, so much worse than Eclipse on Deminar. Because I know people were crying about the update for like Devinar. And I mean, to be fair with you, I do like the old version of Devinar. I mean, I don't even remember what the old Devinar looks like anymore. Maybe I should go back into an old YouTube video to see what it looks like. But getting back into it, that's when, you know, that's when the Smack Jeeves era died, you know, for comic making in general. Oh yeah, there was another one. It was called Adventures of Light. That was one of the 6 comics that I started reading back then. That's cool. Oh yeah, man. Well, when you just tell me when you have to go, just so I can say goodbye, or if you haven't left already. So, anyways, I think pretty much sums my story. I don't want to get into a whole thing because I'm just gonna have brain fart if I do talk more into it. So here we are, you know, still commenting on Comic Fury like I've always been. But I have been like, but even way more crazier now because I have so many saved comics on my subscriptions, you know, page on the comments that I subscribe to. I have so many views on my comic profile. I might be the most watched like profile ever on Comic Fury. I don't know if there's another one, but I might just be one of the number one. Like I have like 7,000 views on my Comic Fury page. Like so many people pretty much know who I am. So let's get into what I was saying, you know, about, you know, so I will have to say this because I don't know if everybody knows here. I mean, all of you are gone, unfortunately. Maybe you can get into, you can reread. Yeah, almost every comic I ever read. Almost. It's not like I read every single one because if there's something I don't like about a comic, I just unsubscribe. It's not, I don't mean to be an asshole about it, but if it's something that I don't like, if it's a topic that I don't really like, that I just, you know, dislike, you know. So yeah, you know. Yeah, you're good. You don't have to stay around if you don't want to, but I'd appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think you might be the only one here. Might as well just I don't know if I still okay, no. Yeah, you might be the only one here. I don't know if NG64 is here. So like I've said, I did have another account, and that's also that time was when I started asking the artist to get permission to upload a full chapter into their videos and put their music there, because that's what I used to do. I used to upload like full comic pages into a YouTube video back then. And thinking about it, that got me like thousands of views, literally. Like having full comic pages, thinking about it got me like 1K views. That was like the only time I ever got 1,000 views for those comics. I seriously can't believe today went by so fast. It's because I did nothing today. Oh, excuse me for my burp if you heard it. Oh, you're here then. I'm glad that you're here. So I was talking about my story of how I got into the PMD community, but you're gonna have to rewatch it once I'm done with my live stream because it's kind of cool and kind of boring with brain farts. But either way, yeah, it's nice to see you here. Yeah, it's nice to see some of my YouTube watches here because not all of my the people that are on Comic Fury are here. It's also from my YouTube channel as well. And speaking of which, I got like 700 subscribers. I hope to get 1,000 subscribers someday because that's when I start to get more YouTube privileges once I start to get that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man, that today was bad for you. Today for me was just a boring day. I didn't go out because I'm in Mexico on vacation. I'm in one of the northern states. I'm not don't I don't mind saying where I'm at, not like completely. So I'm in Sonora. That's like a bordering state to Arizona in the United States. So I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm out on vacation. And it's also because the reason why I wanted to do this live stream was because I didn't have anybody coming over. Yeah, you're not the only one, my dude. I kinda get that also. It's more has to do with stresses of life, having to pay some bills. And I have to pay an apartment bill or anything. It's just I had to pay my insurance bill, for my car. And then right now I have to wait for the car to be ready, because I did not get my car since I paid $3,000 for the used car, and they were like gonna take it to do some maintenance. So yeah, sorry if I keep jumping all over the place. So yeah, let's get into how I started drawing, for those of you who are still here. So yeah, like I've said, back then in like 2022, that's when I started, getting back into my doing my YouTube videos. That's when I gave up on making YouTube videos back in like 2020, like I believe October of 2020. That's when I stopped making YouTube content. That's when I said I was going to retire from making videos because I was pretty upset with how the pandemic was going through. I think the pandemic was a reason why I deleted my old channel because I was so frustrated with the times we were in. I did not want to accept the times that how I felt like people. I was so worried about people just losing it and all the political shit that came with it and all the arguments. So that's pretty much why. And I think that was kind of an unreasonable reason to why I deleted my content because I didn't want people talking about the pandemic, even on Comic Fury or any of the socials that they had. So that's pretty much the reason why. So getting back into 2022, that's when I decided to go back into making YouTube content because I really, really missed. And I believe that was also that time, because 2020, I believe, was totally my last time that I, also decided to stop watching using DemonArt because I deleted my DemonArt account during that time also. So I also deleted it because I was upset about it. So I didn't even have a DemonArt account. And then I believe 2021 was when I decided to stop, watching Comic Fury for that reason also because I was pretty upset, I felt like the world was against me because I didn't know. I mean, I really don't know if I really want to talk about it. I really don't like talking about this, but I might as well just say it. So you have to know, I'm Catholic, so don't get me wrong here. I really don't like talking about this, but I feel like I have to let out some things out of my chest. So you got to remember, I grew up in a Catholic family household. My parents were like crazy religious, but you got to remember, this was when I was a kid. That's when it comes to, what certain things we call that are not okay or what they call a sin. So you got to remember when it comes to anything that wasn't like straight or just the traditional like marriage, as in like, so that I think that was also the reason why, because I didn't really know much about the community when it came to like the LGBTQ community. So I mean, my parents have taught me how to respect, so I didn't really know much about the presence in the art community because the community is very, very strong, so I was kind of it was more like a culture shock for me because I didn't know that they were very LGBTQ friendly, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm glad that they found a place where they feel more welcome. I'm happy for them for that. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm just saying, So that's pretty much that's also what I wanted to talk about also, but I'm not going to talk about it too much. That's kind of why I don't know, I felt kind of upset, So yeah, I don't really have too much that I want to say about that. But let's get back into also why how I started, drawing, cuz I never so back then, when I started seeing like the comics, I never really thought about drawing because well, you have to be a good artist to draw. I mean, why would you want to draw something crappy, something that doesn't look good? So I never really thought about it until like I've said, that was also the time when I started uploading to YouTube as well, you know, at that time as well. So when I was going into my like after school program, I don't even know why I would call it an after school program. I stopped going to school, but I have been going into that place when I was like 13 years old up until like 2022. Yeah, you should start reading more comics, my dude. You should get back into it because some of these comics, they always never cease to amaze me. I thought, back then in 2018, like there would be like a shortage of new PMD artists, but I guess I was wrong. It amazed because I was a little bit worried that people. Oh, I didn't know about that. I mean, I know who you are, but I don't know you. I mean, I might have forgotten a little bit about you. Maybe I think you were one of my first viewers. I think you might have been like my recent like watchers or subscribers to my channel back in 2022. That's when I started making AMVs as well. Because I thought, hey, if I have permission, I believe I started to do it from 3 separate comics. I think it was a one called Burning It Down. It was from a song from Jason Aldean called Burning It Down, which, to be honest, I kind of regret doing that one because it's like a dirty song, you know? It's a dirty song, it's a romance song. It's actually a lot worse than you think, you know? I'm not gonna say the whole thing because he actually did admit it's a song about, you know, how this okay, no. Okay, I'm trying to say it tactfully. You know, it's a song about, you know, love, you know, I'm not gonna say the disgusting part about it. So yeah, I actually kind of regret doing that one because the song was just a broke country song. It was like an R&B with the clap sounds that does not go well with country music in my opinion. So that was that time also. And then that's when like I've said, you know, going into my after school program, I was, you know, we were like in a drawing session and they were like, draw something that you want. So they asked me, what do you want to draw? And I said, I think I want to draw a Pokemon. I want to do an Eevee. So I so that's when, you know, I started drawing it, you know. So I was thinking, maybe I should draw more, complete this drawing because I didn't have time, you know, we only had 30 minutes. So that's when I decided to keep the paper. For those of you who don't know, maybe I should show it here. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. He has more bio on his. Okay, you seem to have updated it, but that's not what I'm here. Hold up. I'm gonna try to go into my view my profile. Oh no, hold up. Hold up, sorry. No, it's not this one. So yeah, hold up. This is my actual first drawing. If you what you see in my screen, that's what it started everything for me. This Eevee drawing of a face was literally my very, very first drawing of Pokemon that I've ever done. I don't know if I ever drawn a Pokemon, but this was my first time. And now that I look at it now, that's not too bad of a face. Like, I'm serious. That's not really too bad of a face. Like, wow. Just looking back at it, it's like, man, this whole thing started it all. And that's when I made the Eevee because I didn't have the right colors. I didn't know what the colors to use for this because I already drew because they didn't have the right colors because this part was drawn when I was at my place that I used to go, which I stopped going in 2013, I believe. So yeah, that's where it all started everything, you know. This is where all of my journey to doing art started. It literally started thanks to my after school program. And I can't thank them enough for me to give me the push, you know. I don't know. I had a thank you for like an artist. I think it was the artist that started Explorers of Heart, but she seems to have stopped uploading on DemonArt because she really dislikes where this DemonArt has gone. So like I've said, you know, yeah, you know, okay, you're good. I hope to see you next time. It was nice seeing you around. I hope to see you again or see you in my comment section again. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, I forgot that you love EVs. You should have an EV as your profile pic. But this one's pretty funny. This one right here is pretty funny. I do like this one. With that emoji, I don't think it's not an emoji, but it is like that smiley face, you know, that meme, you know. Oh my god, that kind of makes me laugh now. Comparing it, you mixing it with your drawing as well. I really love that one. So yeah, I really can't thank the artists in the PMD community enough. I would have never ever have drawn if it was not for you guys, all of you, even for those that have left my chat. I really cannot thank you enough. I would have never have drawn if it wasn't for you guys. I promise, and I mean it when I say that. I promise you that, guys. I really do mean it. I would have never had come back into reading comics if it wasn't for my nostalgia. Because I was ready to leave Comic Fury or just PMD art community in general because I felt like I was afraid that I was going to be attacked for my beliefs. I was really scared because, it started this whole political thing. It's not like it was crazy. I don't want to exaggerate it, but it was like my paranoia to why I didn't want to like continue. But then, I was thinking about, because people were talking about their, pandemic, whatever issues they had. And I didn't want to see that because I was already bombarded with that content on YouTube, and I didn't want to see people talking about the pandemic. Now I understand if people were sick, but I didn't want people to have their to talk about their opinions about it in the comment section. Yeah, but I got pretty upset. But then that's why decided to just stop tormenting my mind about it. But that's when the few months that have happened, I was thinking about all the times that I had, all the emotions I was feeling with the artist. That's when I got pretty sad because I was already missing reading PMD content and having conversations with these artists. That's when I decided to go back in, I believe, somewhere around May, because I did stop reading them in like late February, I think. So yeah, and that's when I came back into reading PMD comics. So I'm sorry, I keep jumping into the past and forward, past and future. So yeah, I really I really don't have much to say. So I will say this, starting this year and last year, maybe because I was working so much on doing DoorDash and doing delivery work, is when I started to just become a little bit more overwhelmed. So that's pretty much why I stopped drawing a little bit more. Because my goal to upload my art has been two times in 1 month. So now it seems that I'm going to like stop, doing that. I might have to just draw once a month or just draw like probably like skip a month and then draw another month because I don't know, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love art, but it's not my main passion. It really isn't. I sometimes wish it was, but I believe my passion is more towards just living into a rural lifestyle. Maybe someday I would love to own a ranch someday. Someday I want to own a ranch. I haven't told everybody about it here. I really don't want to live in Las Vegas anymore. So that's why I've been starting to do some stereotypical outdoor stuff like doing archery, like shooting, some BB guns and replica guns since I haven't bought a real firearm yet. Because that's where my heart lies more towards than anything else. More than gaming, more than like more than like art. Now, don't get me wrong, I do want art to be my passion as well, but that's not where my heart really lies fully, because I really do want to stop using my phone a lot. A part of me believes if once I start doing that more often, just like living a more country lifestyle, I believe that's when I'm gonna probably stop using my phone and start going outside more often than just being stuck in my room, just like playing a lot. Well, not like a lot, but just stop playing video games. Like start to stop playing video games often and start, going outside more often, just going into more hikes, because I'm really getting tired of, just being on my computer or on my phone all the time. That's why I want to leave Vegas because I'm really sick of this city life. Like, I don't feel happy where I am anymore. Vegas has changed so much throughout the last 4 years. So yeah, I don't think I have much to say. I think I'm already getting kind of sweaty already. You might be the only one here, my dude. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do. Just promote some artists. I think there was another comic that I never got to doing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. My throat is getting a little dry and it's a little sore from talking. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Yeah, I do want to live in a rural area. Says you're right. I'm glad that you kind of agree with me. Now I know you did say with that living your small town there in the Philippines was boring. I mean, I get that. I sympathize for you going where you want to live. I hope you're happy where you're at. I don't know if you moved back into your town or you're still there in Manila. I forgot how to spell Manila correctly, the city in the Philippines. But you're not the only Philippine PMD content creator there. There's another one, and she's called Sugar Mason Mary. She's the one that has Manila. Yeah, Manila. Actually, I'm gonna try to show you. I think it was Mountain Luxio. That's the comic's name. Mountain Luxio. Let me see. I'm gonna show this last time here. So, oh no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I should totally start uploading more, start drawing more. But I'm practicing my drawing for arcade. Let me see. She's on DeviantArt, but she just gave up on DeviantArt. She hates it. So hold up. There we go. I'm not gonna show the full comic on it. So I'm just gonna show you a part of it. So I wonder if she has a bio here. Oh yeah, I do have her here. She started uploading more here. Not gonna show you the entire thing of it. So yes, this is her. This is her art. She has a comic called Mountain Luxio. That's the comic's name. It's called Mountain Luxio. And it's also based off another video game as well called Celeste. I don't know much about that video game, Celeste. So yeah. But she really is another artist that I do like. That did kind of make me a little upset that she did leave DeviantArt. I might just register a new account just to see her. She's another Filipino as well. You're like the only two Filipinos that I know that do PMD. Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Now it's showing that I have 4 people here. Man, you guys might have come late if there really is 4 people here. I don't know. Maybe I should do one last thing, because I don't want to cut the live short for the people who came here. Because it shows on my screen that I have 4 people here. I don't know if they're driving while listening to me or they're busy doing something because it shows that I have 4 people here. So yeah, or I don't know, it must be a glitch. So yeah, I guess maybe that's the last, artist that I want to promote here for this stream. It's already getting like empty. Yeah, it sucks not having that many people watch your videos. It really does suck. Maybe because my community is so mixed, so that's why. So yeah, I think I might have to just cut this shortly for real. I think it might just be the two of us. So anyway, sorry for you guys who came here. My voice is I'm already getting a little bit exhausted. So for anybody that was here, shout out to that's cool. Yeah, it sucks. I wish you did have more people. So shout out to Dummy the Drayden, or AKA I call him the original. I'm the Jack Man. Boss Han, um, Nathan Glitchy 64 with the comic PMD Souls, one of the best ever that I've seen in the current era. That started last year, I believe. PMD Souls, literally the best comic that I've ever seen. Thank you, Nath Glitchy, or Nath Glitchy 64. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Muth, Egg Muth, or AKA Buttermanish on Discord. Buttermanish on Discord, or Manish3 something on Devinard. And also, let me see, who else? Yeah, I think you guys, then user too. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Sad that not everybody was able to come. So, like I've said, thank you all of you for who were here. Thank you guys for coming here and watching my live stream. If you liked it, for anyone that's new, hit a like and subscribe. My video is all about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, country music, some Kirby content. So that's what I do. I don't recommend subscribing if you're not interested in any of these 3 that I've said. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Stay safe, all of you. Never stop reading PMD comics, or never stop being a fan. Peace.